So hello student friends, I hope you are enjoying the concepts of this K-map, right? So they are very interesting, and more interesting is to solve or simplify the given expression using this K-map, right? Before simplifying, we need to understand the basic concepts of this K-map. So that's what we are now looking at. Okay, I think we have already covered the required concepts, and in the last lecture we said that this grouping or combining the terms, min terms represented by 1, binary 1, and max terms represented by binary 0. Now we are at this point of the concepts to understand the combining or grouping these ones and zeros, right? Now if you want to make a group of these ones and zeros, then we need to identify first the adjacent cells or adjacent box of a K-map. Okay, now this adjacent box is very important or very critical, because if we understand what this adjacent box is, then grouping is very easy. Okay, and we can only simplify the given expression with help of K-map when we group them. Without grouping you cannot simplify. So that's why this plays very important role here. Now what do we mean by adjacent cell? Very easy definition again. Two cells are said to be adjacent if the difference between them, or if they differ in only one variable, right? So the difference between that two boxes or two cells, if it is only one variable, then it is called as adjacent cell. Okay, let's consider this two input variable. This here we have taken this A and this B, two input variable. Okay, now I have this 0 here, 0, cell number 0. Now if you see the adjacent cells to this 0th cell, I will call it as 0th, we call first, second, third, likewise it is 0th. Okay, so the adjacent cells to this 0th cell are 1 and 2, because this is B bar and this is B, so it is differing only in one variable. Right, here also it is differing only in one variable. Okay, diagonal, these cells can never be adjacent cells. Okay, diagonal cells are never adjacent cells, so you cannot consider 0 and 3 as adjacent. No. Then if you consider first cell, then to the first cell this 3 and this 0 are adjacent. म्हणजे ॲडजसंट म्हणायचं झालं तर पक्के शेजारी, राईट. आता इथं जर बघितलं 0ला 1 हा जो सेल आहे हा पक्का शेजारी आहे, एकदम शेजारी, ठीक आहे, राईट. Then if you consider this second number cell, then you can see this 0 again and 3 is, these are the adjacent cell to this second cell, right. Then if you consider third box or third cell here, then this 1 and 2 are adjacent, right. So for 0, cell number 1, cell number 2, they are adjacent, right. For 1, 0 and 3 are adjacent. For 2, 0 and for 2, yes, 0 and 3. For 1, 0 and 3 are adjacent, right. So this is how you can correlate the adjacent cells for two input variable. Let's consider for 3 input variable. for this 3 input variable K map. Okay, just see here this one, this one. Now consider this cell 0, this one. Okay, now here it is interesting. You can see if we take this cell for 0 0, it is 0 0, right? And the neighbor cell is 1, which has 0 1. So it differs in one variable, right? Okay, so for 0, this 1 becomes adjacent, right? So again for 0, this is 0 0, and if we consider this 4, so it is 1 0, right? So again there is a difference in one variable, so 4 also becomes adjacent. Okay, then 0 0 0 is 0 0, and if we take this 2, so it is 1 0. So again there is a difference in one variable only, so 2 also becomes adjacent, right? If we take 3 variables, 0 means 0 0 0 and 1 means 0 0 1, so there is a change in the one bit only, right? 0 0 0, 4 is 1 0 0, so again change in only one bit. 0 is 0 0 0, and this 2 is 0 1 0, so again change in only one bit, right? So we can say that for this 0th cell, the adjacent cell are 1 2 and 4. Now for this cell, this other way around, this cell becomes adjacent. Okay, and this cell is adjacent, right? Similarly you can go for 1. So for 1 we have adjacent, as you can see here. For 1, this is adjacent, 0th is adjacent, 3 is adjacent, and 5 is adjacent. 0 is adjacent, 3 is adjacent, 5 is adjacent. Okay, then for this cell, for this cell, so for this cell number 3, we have 1 as adjacent, 2 as adjacent, and 7 adjacent. So 1 2 and 7. Okay, likewise you can go on. Okay, so for 2, 3 0 is adjacent, 3 is adjacent, and 6 is adjacent, because they differ in only one variable, right? So that is why they are called as adjacent. Okay, now you can complete this table. Okay, or I'll show after a while I'll show complete table of adjacent cells for 2 variable, 3 variable, and 4 variable, or I can show it right now. So we'll have this comparison. You can see this adjacent cell map. Right, I hope this is visible for you. Okay, so as I said, for 0, 1 and 2 are adjacent. For this 1, 0 3, for 2, 0 3, and for 3, 1 2 are adjacent, right? For 3 variable, as we have deduced. Now it's very important and necessary to find for the 4 variables. Now if you consider 0th cell, okay, so for 0th cell you can see we have 1 2 4 8 these cells adjacent, right? Let's see how they are adjacent. Now for 0th cell I am talking about this cell 0th. Okay, this one 0, Now you can see this 1, this 4, this way 8, and this way it is 2. Okay, so this 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So I can write this 1, 2, 4, 8. You can consider any other cell. Let's consider this 11. This cell number 11, if we consider this one. Now for 11 we have this 9, 10, 15, and this way it is 3. Okay, so we have 3, 9, 10, 15. We can easily find out adjacent cells for these middle cells. Now if we consider 5, then we have adjacent cell as 1, this one, then 4, right, then 7 and 13, because they are very close neighbors of this 5 number cells. Okay, diagonally, as we said, the cells cannot be adjacent diagonally. So this is not 3 and 12 we cannot consider. Okay, so this way you can find out the adjacent cell. Now let's see for we have seen for 5. 5 is 2, 4, 7, 14. Right? And for 11 it is 3, 9, 10 and 15. Yes, this one 11. Okay, now it depends on, again it depends on how you take this or how you place this variable, ABCD this way or ABCD this way. Okay, so I hope you have understood the adjacent cell concepts. Now the question is where and how. Where and how to use these adjacent cells, adjacent cell concepts. Okay, so that is what our next point is. Simplification procedure using K-map. Simplification procedure using K-map. Okay, so I'll just go through one procedure. Now, if a question is given for you to simplify the given expression using K-map, given so and so expression using K-map, then what are the steps you need to follow so as to simplify that given expression? Okay, so very first is plot the logical function or truth table. Now a function may be given or a truth table may be given. Okay, so plot the logical function or truth table entries in the K-map according to SOP or POS. So for logical function, if we have summation of m, then all the entries are supposed to be considered as 1, and if it is pi m, then it is 0. So this is SOP and this is POS. Okay, make the groups of, so here it is group or groups. So you may have a single group for that given expression, or you may have number of groups for that expression. Okay, of zeros depending on POS or 1 depending on SOP from respective adjacent cells. Now here this adjacent plays a very important role. Okay, we'll see that while we actually solve that problems. Now this is third point. Combine the groups as per SOP or POS. Okay, then this grouping results in the simplification. So once you have done this grouping, then you directly come to the simplification. So you directly come to the answer, almost to the answer of that given question. Okay. Now one advantage of grouping the cells is it eliminates the variables. It's like if we have AB plus AB bar, algebraically we take A as common and then we have B plus B bar. So this B plus B bar is 1, means what is left is A. So these terms are eliminated by grouping of the cells. Okay, so if you see here B plus B bar. Now here B changes to B bar. So the terms which are changing in the group are eliminated. Okay. Right. So these are the steps that you need to follow so as to simplify the given expression with help of K-map. Right. Now let's see grouping techniques. How do we group the given this K-map or the cells in the K-map? Okay. Logically, again it is logically. As I already told you that everything is here is logical. So logically the grouping follows binary rule. Now we have seen in a binary number system 2 raised to 0 is 1, 2 raised to 2 is 2, 2 raised to 4, 4, 8, 16. So our grouping takes place in similar way. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. Now this increases as the number of input variable increases. Okay. Right. So for 2 variables maximum is 4, for 3 variable maximum is 8, for 4 variables maximum is 16, because that is what the number of cells are present here. Okay. So how we can group the given this ones and zeros in that K-map is this way. So we can have single that term. Okay, a single binary bit of 0 or 1 is called as single group. Okay, then pairs. Pair means a group of 2 adjacent cells. Right? So if I have this K-map, then if I have 1 here this way, right? So this becomes a pair because these 2 cells are adjacent to each other. Okay, so pairing, there can be a pairing group. Then quad means 4, a group of 4 adjacent cells. Okay, so for example, if I have this 1 1 1 1, right? So these are 4 cells. Now this one is adjacent to this one, and you can see all these ones are adjacent to each other. So this becomes a quad, right? So this becomes a quad. So this is how you can form a quad in that given K-map. And then we have octet, a group of 8 adjacent cells. Okay, so for this we can consider this 4 variable K-map, right? So octet means 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, right? Now here a group of 8 adjacent cell is formed. Okay, so this becomes octet. Okay, so this way the grouping of these ones or zeros based on SOP or POS is done, right? I hope these concepts are clear for you. Okay, now we have now more of concepts we have looked. Let's actually go for an example, right? So with all these concepts in the background of our mind, or these concepts of K-map, now we can try to solve the examples. Okay, so just consider, let's first verify the truth tables or this gates. Okay, so that is what we are looking here. Verify truth table of gates or gates itself with help of K-map. Now we had verified gates with concepts from the concepts, right? Then we have seen from the concepts of SOP and POS. Now let's verify with help of K-map. This is the beauty of digital circuits. Okay, one concept you can verify from 3 different ways, right? So let's see for AND gate. Now let's use all the concepts of K-map to verify the working of AND gate, right? So for AND gate we know that y equal to AB is the equation. So initially when we actually studied AND gate, so we used the concept of logical multiplication. Two variable, they are logically multiplied, which becomes A dot B or simply AB. So that is what we have seen for AND gate. Now let's verify these concepts with help of K-map. Okay, so for that we need to have truth table of AND gate. Okay, so A, B, 0 0 0 1 1 0 1 1, and this is output Y. So for this the output is 0 0 0 1, because the logic is if any of the input is 0, output is 0. If all the inputs are 1, output is 1. Now since we are looking for two variable or two input AND gate, our K-map is two variable K-map, right? So I'll draw here two variable K-map. This is A, this is B. Okay, 0 1 0 1. This becomes B bar, this is B, this is A bar, this is A. Since we are looking for SOP, right? So I'll just put these entries. So this is 0 1 2 3. Okay, I'll just put all the entries of truth table in the K-map. So this is 0, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3. I have written the cell numbers. Now 0 corresponds to 0, 1 number of cell corresponds to 0, 2 number of cell corresponds to 0, and 3 corresponds to 1. Okay, so this is how our entries in the K-map are as per the truth table, right? Now since it is SOP, we have to look for the cells that contains binary 1, right? Okay, so here we only have this cell, so this becomes a single group. Okay, I can name this as group 1. Group 1, right? Now when you group this, the next step is you have to see which variables are associated to that group. Okay, so if you see now we need to go vertically and horizontally. Okay, so if you move vertically this way, we have B, or we can first go horizontally. Okay, so you can see we have A associated, and to the same this group this B is associated. Okay, so this becomes Y equal to, since we have only one group, so it is G1. If we had different groups, then we have Y equal to G1 plus G2 plus G3 plus so on, Gn, n number of groups. But here, since this is 0, we have only one group, our Y equal to G1, which is equal to AB, right? And that is what we have conceptually looked at. Okay, Y equal to AB for AND gate, this one. So this is how we can verify this AND gate with help of K-map also. Right? Let's very quickly see for OR gate. Then we can again go in more deep for the concepts that we have looked for this K-map. Now for OR gate, we have A, B and Y. So it is 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 1, 1. Right? So the output is 0, 1, 1, 1. Here binary decimal wise it is 0, 1, 2, 3. Now again, since we are looking for 2 input AND gate, we need to have only 4 box. So this is A, this is B. Okay, so this is 0, 1, 0, 1. Right? This is A bar A, B bar B. Now this is 0, 0. So this cell is 0, 1, 2, 3. Right? Cell numbering, as we have seen, this is very important here. Now 0 represents 0. Okay, 0 represents this 0. Then 1 represents 1, 2 represents 1 and 3 represents 1. Now since we are considering SOP, we need to look for the cells which has entry 1. Now how many cells you see has an entry 1? 3 cells. Now here you have to find adjacent. Consider this one first, the first block 1. Now is this 0th cell adjacent to, it is adjacent, but does it have 1? No, it does not have. Right? So we have to leave this. Then because we are just considering entries 1. Now this 1 is adjacent to this 3 and both has 1 and 1, binary 1. So here this becomes one group. I can name this as group 1. Right? And my one more, this 1 is left here. Now do I have 1 here? No. So I can now form this another group, because this 2 which has 1 is adjacent to this 3 again which has binary 1. Right? So this becomes my group 2. Now as I said, for this group 1 you have to just see the variables which are associated to that group. Now if I move, if you see, this group is associated to, vertically it is B. Right? And if you see this way, horizontally this is A bar and A. Now here we need to skip this A bar and A, because they are changing, they are not fixed. Right? So the variables which are changing their values need to be skipped, or said it another way, they are eliminated. Right? So this becomes only B. Group 1 G1 becomes B. Now what is G2? Now if you go this horizontal, then it is A, right? And this way if you go, it is b bar b, means it is to be eliminated, right? Because b bar plus b is equal to 1, right? And a dot 1 is equal to a. Okay, so as I said, y equal to g1 plus g2, since it is SOP. Okay, now what is my this g1, it is b, and what is my a, g2 is a, right? So can I write a plus b, right? So that is what the equation conceptually we have looked for, this OR gate, y equal to a plus b. Do you remember this? That is what we have looked conceptually. Okay, similarly you can now try for other gates, this NAND gate and NOR gate. Okay, and just put a message so that I can understand that we have actually solved that, right? So in the next lecture again we can go for understanding the groupings of this ones and zeros for 3 variable and 4 variable K map. Till then, have a nice time. Thank you.